Well, my husband had a big talk with me last night. He said that we need to pay off all the credit cards and cut them up. He said that I can't make loans to my family anymore. You know, they get in trouble sometimes. I gave him the budget that I wanted to use, and he said that if it doesn't look like it's going to work on paper, that it's probably not going to work in real life. You know, he wants to go back to the budget that we were on 6 years ago. He says we can only spend 20% of what he brings home after taxes, and the rest has to go to savings, and to save money for medical bills, apparently, that we don't have yet. He says we can't go to grandma's as much because we're going to save money on gas, and that we're not going to pay the kids more than we would pay a maid service to do their chores. He wants me to adjust the thermostat, quit paying half of my sister's rent, get rid of my business manager, stop our family membership to the house club, stop the lawn service, do the car maintenance himself, and let go of the maid. He wants to review every bill that I pay every month for accuracy and to see whether we really need it. He wants to reduce the amount of money that I send my relatives overseas. He wants me to get his approval on the discount clubs that I use for my groceries and other things. But he said that he'll approve them within 90 days and that he won't make any changes. He wants to have the final decision on handbags and clothing that I purchase from street vendors and festivals and yard sales to make sure that I'm not purchasing any illegal goods that have been exported into the country. Do you know he wants us to sell dirt from our backyard and not pay tax on the gas, and if the driver, give the driver more money if he has a natural gas vehicle? He told me I had to quit working at my sister's business for free. He wants me to have Aunt Emma send the money from my baby bib sales in England back here to the U.S., and I actually like that idea. I had been having her invest the money in England, and he doesn't want Uncle Ed looking over Aunt Emma's records before she sends me the money anymore. He wants us to always chaperone our teens, and he wants me to limit trips to the doctor for things like colds and flus unless it's an absolute necessity. And he set a budget on my continuing education classes. I guess I have to limit my art and photography and music classes for me and the kids now. You know, all the kids in the neighborhood charge $35, and there's this one kid that wants to charge $20, and he said we have to use the $20 kid. That doesn't seem fair to me. He says we're not going to give teens any money for gas, that they have to work and earn gas money, and that we have to limit the number of camps for the kids, and that I'm to advise them that they need to stay out of trouble with the law. We're going to put up a fence around the house and get a dog, and we're going to let the Smiths and the Joneses fight it out amongst themselves instead of trying to play referee. And that neighbor that always has the loud parties on the weekends, now we have to call the police and file a formal complaint instead of trying to go and talk to them ourselves, which doesn't really end well. And we're going to eliminate the alarm system for the house and only feed the dog twice a day. Well, it sounds really tough, but I think our family's going to try, and I hope yours will too.